Good morning, my fiber friends. Hello from the Match Factory, downtown New Liskeard. They're calling for some snow today, but nothing's happening as of yet. So I just thought I'm just going to adjust the camera so you can see the sock wall because there's no point in looking at that black thing behind me. I figured I would just throw in a little bit of a podcast, sort of catch you up on what's been going on. It's been a little quiet in the store, so I know everybody's watching my Facebook posts, and thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. I love the comments. So I just figured let's just take around, let you know what's happening. I've got some classes coming up, and I think that this is probably the best time or the best way to sort of advertise it. Yes, I did post that the crochet class is full, and that's happening this coming Wednesday and the next Wednesday, the following Wednesday. But there are some other important things that I do want to discuss. But first, what we'll do is we'll just go through a little bit of a product type thing. Now, you guys have been following me and watching me do this. I have not sewn the ends in yet, okay? But my wilderness sweater is completed. It's knitted. I'm not wearing it yet because, I'd be showing my armpits and stuff like that because I still have the big hole there I've got to fill in, and I've got to sew in all my little ends. But I just wanted you to know that I know that a few of you are interested. I have gone ahead and ordered 4 more of these books. So very shortly, I think it's next week, they're expected to be delivered. So you'll see a few of these books in the store, 4 of them anyway. Now, I also wanted to let you know that I did get a little order in this morning, and it's kind of what they call a back order type of thing. Just wanted to let you know, Francine, your Wonder Balls are in, the gray Wonder Balls. I have 5. I believe 2 of them are spoken for. These are these beautiful 640 meters in the ball. It's a variegated. They're beautiful. They're awesome to work with. I sold a whole bunch of books, pattern books with it. I don't have any left, but I do have a few of these Wonder Balls left. 2 of them, like I said, are spoken for. Now, what I want to show you, because this town just loves sock yarn, I had a little bit of back order on sock yarn. So in came this color, and in has come this color. Look at this. I like this. This is that fingering weight. It's not a worsted weight. It's a fingering weight. So that's kind of cool. And for all my teal loving people, ta-da! I think you'll all love this. So anyway, there's only 5 balls of each, and they'll be going onto that shelf behind me. Now, you have all been following me with the Hudson Bay baby blanket. So I just wanted to tell you. So I didn't post on Facebook last night. I might drop my crochet hook. I'm not sure. No, there it is. So I didn't post anything on Facebook last night because I was busy trying to do as much as I could. Well, didn't get a ton done last night. But take a look at this. Look at this. This is crocheted. All I did was took Estelle's baby blanket kit and crocheted it. And I used the linen stitch for it. Look at, it's incredible. So you know what I am going to do? I think I'm going to end up doing up a few more kits and creating a bit of a pattern guide, I guess you could say, because this is just stunning and everybody is just loving it. Yeah, so it's addictive. The stitch is addictive. You start stitching, and this is something that you can watch podcasts, you can watch TV, and it's just go, 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 go. So what I've been doing is actually calculating so that if you were to duplicate this, you would know how many rows to put in so that you don't run out of the white wool. And don't forget, it's a baby blanket, so it's not supposed to be huge. And right now it's approximately 35 across. Well, I can't show you that on the camera, but it's approximately 35 across. And we're going to see what it ends up being in length once I get it all crocheted up. But I know that we have a lot of crocheters out there, and I thought that this would be just wonderful. Just wonderful. So really quickly, again, crochet class is filled. We're going to run another crochet class in March, and that's a beginner crochet class. So the very first one that we ever did, it was a dishcloth. The second one we're doing this time is actually going to be a scarf, and it's going to be using that stitch that I've done in that baby blanket. And you're going to choose your own wool, which will determine your crochet hook size, and we're going to learn the basics and do a whole lot of stitching for a couple of nights. Then January is not completely empty yet. It's empty with classes, but what I really, really want to introduce is January the 21st. I know I'm looking to my side, but I have my handy dandy calendar here. On the 21st of January, right now, we are scheduling a spinning interest day. I've invited 4 people who are absolutely into spinning to come to the store for the whole day. This is just a drop in and chat kind of day from 10 to 4. That's the time that we're open. And when you do walk through the doors, hopefully you will see a whole lot of spinning equipment, spinning talent, fiber, just spinning goodness. It's going to be something completely different. It's going to be something that shows you how does this wool start, I guess is the best way to say it. Because yeah, you see those beautiful balls on the back there. Well, how did that get there? Well, right, like how does it actually get processed? So luckily we have a farm that's over in Quebec that's very close to us, and they're going to come and they're going to bring fiber, and they're going to bring bats, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it. That's all I can say. So there's going to be 4 of us in here. Come on in, check it out, talk, touch, feel these fibers. We're going to have the electric spinning wheel here. We're going to have my traditional Ashford wheel will be here. Shelby's going to be here with his alpaca and some fiber and spinning wheel, I believe he's bringing. We have Sylvia, who's going to probably show us how to do some spindle spinning. So that's going to be fantastic. And Edith and Mark are going to have the largest section of the store with their product from their farm. And I believe Mouton Polaire, I believe, is the name of the farm. And I'm not French, and so forgive me for mispronouncing it. So that is January 21st. I'm hoping that the weather is good, because I'm hoping that people from around us can actually come for a nice drive. If the weather does storm or something, we're kind of thinking about rescheduling it for the 28th. But right now, the 21st is going to be a spinning interest day at the Match Factory. So that is a pretty big event, which I think is going to be very exciting. Then, I haven't made the confirmations yet. We have been chatting about a knit-along, and we have been chatting about doing Nora's Vintage Afghan by Barocco. It is some large blocks of different pattern. I'm going to put the pattern up here, but I don't know if that we can see, each block has a different pattern to it. So yes, you do need to know how to knit, because this is a little bit more advanced, but this is a great project to actually learn how to do cables and different stitches, which is really nice. So it's going to be 5 different colors, and you'll put this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna work on it. We're going to launch it, and the cool thing is we are going to launch it at the Quilting Barn. As long as that is still a go, we're going to be doing that launch on the 23rd of January, and that's going to be a day launch, as far as I understand. Things change, you know that you'll find it on Match Factory on the website. You'll see it on Facebook if anything changes. But that launch, the initial launch, is supposed to be at the Quilting Barn in their large workroom, so it can accommodate a few people. Because here at the store, 6-7 people is basically what I can get in. If it is a day launch program, then what we're going to do is we're going to actually launch for those that are working here on the Thursday afterwards. So the Thursday night, which is our usual social stitching night, we're actually going to launch the Afghan. So basically what we're going to do is try and pick our colors, and we're going to go from there. So right now, I'm not going to lay it all out on the line right now, but that's the intent. I have chosen a few. I have chosen a few different color schemes, I guess you could say, just like that. Just sort of a sneak preview. And that's what we're going to discuss when we're over at the quilting barn and here at the Match Factory in the evening. And we're going to try and determine how many people are interested in doing this and what color schemes that they would like so that I can get it ordered and set up and we can do it. Now, it's not going to be where you have to come in here every Thursday to work on it. We're going to sort of launch it. We're going to hopefully maybe I'll get a chance to start it when the kits come in. And then after that, it's just knit along, have fun and knit along, you know. And we will meet up together just to compare notes, which would be really fantastic. So that's January. Don't forget our Tuesdays, our Thursday stitch socials are still going on. Bring your fiber project to come and process it, I guess is what I should say, because I can't tell you to knit it, because if you're a crocheter, well, then you're crocheting, and if you're doing spinning, well, you can do spinning here too. Stitching, any cross stitching or anything like that is what our stitch socials are about, because it's not just a knit social, it's a stitch social. So it's for different crafts that are related to the fiber industry. So Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, February, I kind of already have it laid out. I have laid out the classes for February. The very first two Wednesdays in February, I am looking at doing beginner knitting. It's what I would like to do. If I can't get interest in beginner knitting, I really want to do socks. These socks are done on a particular needle. They're only done on a 9-inch needle, a small round needle. They're not double pointed. So my first two Wednesdays are either going to be knitting or the sock program. I have to find out who's interested in knitting. If I can't get enough people interested in knitting, because as I tell you, a lot of everybody's knits, right? Well, mostly everybody knits. So I will be putting that up on Facebook to find out if I have interest in knitting. If I don't have interest in knitting, please let me know if you have interest in learning these socks on these 9-inch needles, circular needles. There's no double points being used. It's just a 9-inch circular needle. We're just going to do a shorty sock and hopefully be able to get this thing done in two sessions. And if we can't, then we'll add a third session somewhere along the line to tie things up with. And then our last two Wednesdays of February, which is the 15th and the 22nd, we're bringing back the Thrummed Mitts class. Bea is going to be here. She is quite excited to do another session for Thrummed Mitts. As you know, we have the fibers, we have the wool here. There's a limited coloring, but we do have the product here. We have the needles. The needles have come in, or they are going to be coming in soon. So that will all be taken care of and ready. But that's the 15th and the 22nd. So just as a little recap. January 18th and 25th is going to be the beginner crochet class. January 21st is the spinning interest day. January 23rd, during the day, details to come, will be the introduction to the Nora's Vintage Afghan at the Quilting Barn. And then on the 26th of January will be the introduction for the people who work and can only come in the evening, unless, as I said, things change. Then in February 1st, February 8th, is going to be either beginning knitters or the sock class. And it's all going to determine as to how many people are interested in learning to knit. So that's going to determine that. February 15th, February 22nd will be Bea's Thrummed Mitts class. So that's January and February to this point. Who knows what I might stick in there on a weekend or something or other come February. So that's what's happening at the Match Factory. Christmas is done. January is here. January's half done. It's time for us knitters and crocheters and fiber enthusiasts to do crafts for us now. We've did all the socks and we've done the hats and the scarves and everything for people for their Christmas presents. It's time for us now. Whether it's a ball of wool for socks, if you want to use double pointed needles, you go right ahead. I want to show you something a little different, but it is time for us. We need to settle down. Christmas has come and gone, and it's back to work as usual. You know, the stress levels are starting to go up again because there's work, and the Christmas stress is gone, and if you have Christmas stress. And now it's just time for us to put those stresses into stitches. And that's just one way to get around, be with everybody, get together, stitch, talk, chat, laugh. It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. I hope that you get the opportunity to drop into the Match Factory. Even if you don't do a craft, just pop on in, come and check out what's here. Maybe something will trigger you, something will interest you. I have stitching, I have fiber felts, I have all kinds of knitting. I can show you crochet. There's just so much that you can actually do to just settle down your brain and just rest, relax a little bit, even if it's a half an hour a day. If you get a half an hour, if you can't, so you put in 10 stitches a day. Big deal. But you need to take some time for yourself. And I think the beginning of the new year of 2023 is the best time to do it. So until we meet again, until I have some more good news and good stuff to show you, we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.